Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. This is the fifth rendition of Stockton Underground Boxing, and it's time to get excited because it's time for the first press conference of subseason. So, without further ado, let's introduce our first fighter to the table. Coming in first, standing at 5'9", weighing in at 160 pounds, it's Noah Never Say Never Has.
Never say never.
Well, that was a riveting entrance, Noah. I really appreciate the little mix you had going on there, little Justin Bieber to start it off. But now it's time to introduce his opponent, a very familiar face in the sub world. It's his opponent, Jackson, the Filipino Flash, Curtis.
This is my house, baby! It's over. 1-1, baby. We're bringing back the dubs.
It's not over.
All right, guys. Well, that was a fun entrance. Of course, hopefully everyone, if it's not your first time, you would definitely recognize both of these guys, both returning fighters. And the big story for this year, and I will get to you, Jack, but Noah, coming back from an injury, I just wanted to kind of ask you first, kind of how you're feeling and what you're doing to get prepared for this sub.
Yeah, it feels good to be back. I'm excited. I've been out for a while, and last sub, of course, I decided to sit it out, take some time, try and heal my shoulder a little bit. And, I can't say that it's 100%, but I can say it's getting better. I'm trying to make sure it's the best it can be. And for sub, best condition possible that I can be in, and hopefully that it holds up.
Yeah, and just, one more quick question for you. So what was it that made you want to come back? Because, having an injury like that in a fight, it definitely makes some fighters hesitant to come back, and, you're right back at it, ready to go. So I was just kind of curious what the mindset was there.
Yeah, so, I was a little antsy, It's exciting watching this, I get very excited. I am very passionate about this, about this sport, about this brand, Stockton Underground Boxing. Quick pan on the flag. Let's show them the flag. I'm very confident. I love this. I love this. And, also this guy called me out. He called me out, and I can't just sit back and let it happen. I take that as disrespect.
Yeah, so just passion and really just a revenge tour.
It was
almost
disrespectful.
For you.
It was disrespectful. from Jack over
Disrespectful.
there.
Yeah,
Disrespectful.
and so Jack, just to kind of give people some preface here, last year, I think you surprised a lot of people, going into a fight with Bryce, a really big guy, big size differential, weight differential, and you stuck with him. So
Not impressive.
coming into this sub, how did that fight reflect going into this one?
I'd say that he is my equal so far across weight, height, reach, I think, as well. And I'm coming in last time. I came in with a lot of disadvantages, but I'm not trying to make any excuses. A loss is a loss, and I'm just trying to come back.
Yeah.
Especially against one of the best fighters at the weight class. I'm trying to dismantle him and become the king of this weight class.
Yeah, very humble response there from Jack. Really like to hear
It's all,
that.
it's all fake. He's not really humble off camera. The amount he was talking before we got in
Talking
here,
fake, he was my ref.
it's fake humbleness. It's fake humbleness.
He might have snubbed me, but that's okay.
Snub anything. Bryce beat you fair and square.
Interesting.
Let's be real. Let's be
Interesting.
real.
We know.
He lost fair
It's
and
okay.
square in the ring.
And so
That's
just to give the audience,
Unanimous
new and
decision.
old, of course, we appreciate all of you. But just so, as Noah mentioned, you called him out. So what was kind of the storyline there? When did this happen?
Disrespect.
How? And what was the motivation behind
I
that?
just want to come back. I'm coming with a losing record. We both are, but that's okay. And I just want a fair fight, and I know he's not going to back out. I have a lot of respect for Noah, but I think that with Carson McPeak, no call out, but he was pretty much a decent equal. Now I got Noah, who's coming back for sure. If he decides to not come back for this fight, I'd be very disappointed. All this trash talk for nothing. I call him out. He responds.
Yeah, we know why he called me out. We know.
Yeah.
We know. It's because I'm beat up and he looks at me like he can take advantage of that. It's disrespectful.
I'm not making excuses.
And
Sounds like
no,
you
I'm
are.
not making excuses.
It sounds like you
know,
are, bro.
You know that I was retired. He knows it, right?
Yeah.
So I
think
mean,
You
he
wanted to
knows.
come back. You wanted to come back. You're coming back.
I'd
on your
love to
own.
come back if you're just gonna
Yeah.
sit here and call me out for it.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
Yeah. So you think he was just kind of taking
Yeah.
advantage of the injury, but
He
for
was trying-
Jack,
he's
it was
trying
really
to.
just trying to maybe get a more fair fight in his
no,
eyes.
he's not. He's not trying to get a more fair fight because then he will seek somewhere that's 100% healthy. I'm trying to get 100% healthy, but I can't say that's possible. But I will be in the best condition I could possibly be for when I beat Jack. And then there's no excuses after that. After he loses, he can't say anything about me being hurt. He called me out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, with a more split record here, what are your what's your mindset here going in? I mean, how do you plan to win? Because I mean, I don't know your record. If you could just remind the audience off the top of your head.
1-2, but I've only lost to one person.
Right. Is
so
Griffin
I'm
the
looking
Golden
at
Boy
it as-
Luke? Is that who that was?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking at it as 1-1, and basically, but I'm looking at 1-1, but saying I'm coming off of a loss, right?
Yeah.
1-1, coming off of a loss. That's how I'm looking at this record, and I'm looking as I'm hungry for this win. I'm hungry to get a dub in front of the fans, man, and get my record to 2-1 in my eyes. But I mean, technically 2-2.
Yeah.
But in my eyes, it'd be 2-1.
Yeah. And, on paper, this is definitely a much more equal fight, as both of you kind of mentioned. We're coming in around the same height. We're around the same weight.
Mm-hmm.
You've both fought fighters that maybe were a little taller than you, had some more reach.
Well, I'd like to say that my disadvantage was way more than his.
Interesting.
I had such a
Interesting.
way more disadvantage against Griffin than he did against Bryce.
Interesting.
Just
What,
wanted to
what were
throw
your
it out
thoughts
there.
on that, Jack?
I just want to say that, I expected a bunch of other fighters to come in, and you had a lot of preparation for a bigger fighter, so I don't think there should be an excuse for
I didn't.
your loss
No, I
on that one. So,
I didn't. Both times it was short notice.
was it Ethan?
What?
Who'd you have to fight before that?
I had Griffin, and then that was a week notice, right?
Yeah.
Because I was supposed to fight Dawson. Then I fought Dawson, and then I was supposed to fight Keegan, but he backed out a few weeks. Maybe it was another week's notice or something. So both were pretty short. I didn't have much time to prepare for Griffin. If I did, the outcome probably would have been different.
Interesting. And yeah, just to kind of close this off, just to maybe get a little turmoil going, hopefully not too crazy, but did you have any, final words to your opponent before we end this off here?
Yeah, I've taken this as much disrespect from you, and, I don't take kindly to disrespect. Showing off is what fools do, and I'm not here to show off. I'm here to go in there. I'm here to keep the values of the sport. I'm going to restore the values. This guy wants to be a showboat. You saw him against Bryce putting his hands behind his back. He had the chance to take the kill shot, but you saw him try and show off instead. I am not for that. I am not with that. I'm going to kill you.
All I'm going to say
My
is
words.
on Varsity Viewpoint, by the way, you guys should listen to that. He said that he would win. It'd go the whole distance, unanimous decision. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think he has the power for it to go the whole thing. I think I can knock him out. So I say round 2, that's my
First
prediction.
knockout.
It's wild.
Round 2 prediction, baby.
It's wild.
Round 2 knockout prediction. That would be our first knockout. We have yet to see one in sub, but there has been talks. This might be the year where we see our first one.
Again, the sub is compared to UFC 300.
It's been.
And I'm
it's
ready
been
to live
said.
up to that hype. I'm ready to live up to that hype.
I'll be Max.
I can't wait to do this.
I'm excited. Well, if that's all we got, maybe we just get a final face-off here
I'd
for the
love to.
cover,
I'd love
and thank you guys for your time. You can just pause it and then edit it.
We're doing it back here.
Not come in.
Back here.
It's because it's for the picture. No way.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on, man. Get out.
Oh,
Get out here. Hey. Come on.
All right.